Hello there, Angie here. Welcome back to Embrace and welcome back to another full body mobility class. Please find your comfy clothes, your mat, take a seat, a comfortable seat, and place both hands facing up. Have a neutral spine while you breathe in and out and close your eyes. And I want you to take a moment here through the journey that you have started with Embrace to take ownership of who you are and who you can be through movement, to explore a little bit deeper your inner self, and to just let yourself go with the flow. Keep breathing, calm your mind, feel present, and start now opening your eyes and place both hands in front of you. Get into a kneeling position. And from here, you're going to raise your arms up, inhaling and exhaling, bending over, sending your arms backwards, and your head is nearly touching the mat. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, release that breath, bending forward. Inhale up, exhaling strongly here, but still controlling your body, controlling the movement. Exhaling it all out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms go backwards. And then you're gonna keep that position, placing the forehead on the mat and then extending both arms in front of you. Just pausing here for a moment, trying to bring your breath to normal. And now start standing, but sitting your glutes on your feet, placing both hands on the hips and extending through the throat, and then coming back to the kneeling position and having this nice side stretch. Just raising the arms to the side above the head, trying to not collapse on your ribs, and then come to standing. Now we are gonna get the same side stretch, but this time having one leg extended and the other one fold in. So you want to keep your chest forward, try to keep a neutral spine, and try to create space through the side of your chest. Deep breath in and out. Do not stop breathing. And now switch legs. If you cannot find your feet, then that's okay. Just try to reach whatever you can, whatever that you can feel comfortable to create. This is a movement to create space through the side body more than to go down into your leg. Feel deep stretch, inhaling and exhaling. And now come back to center. Now we're gonna open both legs on a straddle position. And here we want to focus on the external rotation of the hips. So this is a very active movement. You want to keep your legs engaged and um, I'm sorry, I forgot what I was about to say. And keep your feet as well externally rotated. Um, while you breathe deeply. And if you need to round your spine like I'm doing it, you can, of course, feel free to bend back or bend over, round over the spine. Again, we're trying to focus on the external rotation of the hips for this movement. Breathe in here. The feet are flexed. And now slowly start coming back. Close both legs and now move to a tabletop position. From here, this is going to be quick change. So you just want to send your chest forward on a cat and then round the back on a cow position and then slowly bring in your glutes to your feet and then extending forward. Like if you want to go to a cobra. So you're supporting yourself on your elbows, your arms, extending at front, supporting yourself on your thighs, chins are moving off the mat, and then going back to a child pose. One more time, sending the hips forward, chest is open, elbows extended, and then we stay on this tabletop position. From here, you want to extend, you want to find a balance to extend the left leg up, and then you want to start working on these push-ups. Push-ups from a tabletop position with one leg lifted. Keep it up. And now bring that leg back. Now we're going to extend the right leg. Find the balance here. And then you want to move to the floor on these push-ups, on this variation with one leg extended. Come back and then bend the elbows, go down, keep going, and then come back to tabletop. Sit on your heels. Big breath in, rounding your shoulders backwards, and just making some movements through the chest. Rounding the chest, expanding the chest forward. You can move in circles. You can move up and down. Explore here a little bit where your body wants to go. Don't forget to breathe and to keep mindful of yourself. Now we want to move to the side of your body. You're going to lay down on your left glute and you want to create an angle with your forearm and your shoulder. So you want to create kind of this 80 to 90-degree angle with your arm where you can get supported, and we are going to get this clam shape. So you want to close the legs, open them up, and then you are going to straighten them up to the side. This is going to create some strengthening through the inner thighs, but it's going to help as well with your mobility and the flexibility of your hips. Now we're going to do the same, but facing the other way around. So find a position that it's comfortable for you, because depending on how tall you are, it's going to be different. But here I'm getting supported again by this angle in between my shoulder and my hand. And this should feel actually very nice and comfy. It's just for you to extend your joints and work some inner tight strength as well. Keep going with the cleanse. And now come back to seated with your legs, both legs extended. And from here, you want to find a link through your spine. Arms go up, inhale, and exhale. You're going to reach as far as you can. That can be your feet, that can be your chins, your thighs. And you just want to try to create more length through the spine while you're inhaling and create some more space while you're deepening into your legs. And the most important thing here is that you want to bring your belly to your thighs instead of your head to your feet. You want to create a nice long line with your spine while you're inhaling and then exhaling, releasing your breath on top of your legs. Find the space, find the connection with your breath, and then come back to seated. Now, from there, you are gonna bend your right leg up. You wanna hug your leg while you twist to your back. Now we're gonna move, hugging the left leg in and twisting your back, having your arm in the back to support you. And now you're gonna find this diamond shape, getting the sole of your feet together and just rounding the spine here, just folding over the shape that we have created with the feet, inhaling and exhaling. Let's stay here just for a little bit longer, working through the mobility of your hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, extend your legs. Pause. And now you want to find a tabletop position one more time. So from here, pay attention to what I'm about to do. So you want to extend your right leg from the tabletop position so that you're like on a three-leg tabletop. And then from there, you're going to push through your hand, sending the leg up. And then you're going to bend the right knee, bend the right elbow, and send the left leg as a pendulum to your left hand. Pushing through, opening the hip, placing the knee on the floor, bending the elbow, and sending that leg to the side. It doesn't matter how far are you getting. It's just for you to work that hip mobility. So come on up, three-leg dog, place the knee on the floor, bend the elbow, and send the leg to the side. Now we're gonna switch legs and you're gonna see the movement a little bit better. If you were a little bit confused, so we first lift the leg up, finding the balance here. We push through the hands and we go up. Then we bend the left leg, the left elbow, and we send the leg next to the hand. Calming down, sending the leg as far as you can get it, and then pushing up. A lot of work happening here and a lot of mobility through the hips. Inhaling, sending the leg up. Exhaling, sending the leg to the side. Keep it up. One more time, sending the leg up. And now to the side. One more. Oh no, sorry. We are gonna stay now on a tabletop. And from there, we're gonna find this puppy pose. You can also take a child pose if that's more comfortable for you. But here, what I'm trying to do is reaching my chest to the mat and extending both arms in front of me. Breathe in here. Again, if this is not comfortable for you, you can just lay down on the mat and breathe. Find that inner connection with your breath and with yourself. You can lay down on the mat like I'm doing now and just catch your breath. Maybe shake the hips from side to side. And whenever you are ready, if you need to take longer in this position, you can feel free to stay there for as long as you want and play the pause button. But if you're ready, you're gonna find me on a downward facing dog, and then you're gonna bring your feet to your hands, and you're gonna take a big breath in, raising your arms up. And from here, we're gonna find a high lunge, sending the right leg backwards. And then we're gonna bring both legs together again, but this time on a seated position, on a chair position, sorry, hinging from your hips. And then you're gonna bend over and find this chair pose again. From chair pose, we are gonna transition to high lunge, this time with the left leg. Find both legs together, chair pose, and fold forward. We're gonna repeat this a few times. So if you need a little bit of time to find your balance, like I needed it, that's completely fine. Just take your time, go slowly, bring both legs together, forward fold, and then breathe here and chair pose. This time, left leg goes back, find your balance, squeeze all the muscles, engage your belly in, and then find chair pose and high lunge with your right leg this time. Forward fold, chair pose, and left leg goes back. Both feet together, forward fold, and chair pose. Let me go one more time. This time we're gonna switch both legs, come back and forward fold. Chair pose, right leg goes backwards, come back to chair and forward fold. Chair, other leg goes back. A lot of stretching through your hip joints here. And now, this time you're gonna open your feet wider as the mat, and then you're gonna find both or the opposite elbows for you to swing side to side. Great job. That's a tough one. And now, if you are able to do it, you can still stay on that hold of the elbows, but if you want, you can also place both feet on top of your hands to get a nice deep stretch through your thighs and your hamstrings. And then you're gonna come back to standing. And now it's the time for you to find your way down to the mat. Take a child pose. Close your eyes and breathe. Relax. Maybe try to dig in and see if you can stretch not only your legs and your hips, but also your mind. If you can create more space for abundance to come, for gratefulness, for all what your body can do, to cultivate strength and power. So now we're gonna take a pigeon first with the left side. So you wanna have here the left leg in front of you, and maybe your pigeon is not gonna look like mine does. Maybe you can have your leg a little bit more bent over, and that's completely fine. Just bend your leg as much as you're able to do it. Now the back leg, you are gonna hold it straight in front of you, but if you need to bend the knee as well, that's completely fine. Now we're gonna find the pigeon with the right side, trying to break through the hips and find some nice stretch. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you don't have to do it. Breathe in here through your hips. And then the leg that it's behind you is gonna come to the front. And here you can hold your leg against your chest if you need to bend the knee, or you can keep it straight. I'm sorry if those transitions are a little bit fast. You can always play pause and just rewind and do it again. Now I have both of my thumbs on my hands, and I'm gonna try to open them up. If you fall, you can play with your balance. That's okay. And you required a little bit of balance and flexibility to accomplish it. So don't worry if that's not accessible for you. It's just for you to practice and get used to that stretch of the hips. Now the next exercise, it's similar to the one we did at the beginning. And I want you just to feel if it's a little bit different. Now we have one leg straight, the other one is bended, and then we're folding forward the right leg first, trying to create length when we're inhaling and find more space while we're exhaling. Now we're going to switch legs. Deep breath in, creating length, and then exhaling, folding forward. Checking in here with your legs, with your hips. How were they feeling before the practice? How are they feeling now? Manifesting, opening through your heart, your hips, your neck, your throat. Breathing deeply. Inhaling, coming back to center. And now moving to a tabletop position. So from this tabletop position, your left leg is just gonna switch out, and your right leg, it's gonna come to a straight line with your right arm. So now you're gonna bend and you're gonna touch the leg that is straight, and then you're gonna hold and lift the left leg up the mat and try to touch the leg as well. Touching back and touching the front, touching the back leg and touching to the front, touching the back. One more time, touching the front. And now we're gonna switch sides. Well done. So now we have the right leg switching over, or switch outside, and the left leg is straight. So we're gonna touch, we're gonna bend from the knee, and then we're gonna straight the leg that is bended. Touching to the back, touching in the front, touching back, and touching front. One more time. You got this. Awesome. A lot of mobility from your legs. And now come into center, finding a child pose. And maybe you can find here an intention that you want to set for the rest of your day. And now we're going to turn over, slowly go down to the mat, and we're going to start moving into a bridge. So remember to engage your glutes, engage the belly. And from here, if you are not able to do it with a single leg, you can also just move your glutes down and up. But the idea here is to kick up just with one leg. If you need to bend the knee, you can also do it. It's just like 3 or 4. So we're going to switch legs for 1, for 2, for 3 kicks. Keep breathing. 4, 5, and come all the way down slowly. Breathe and start relaxing because that was the last exercise of the session. So you're gonna hold your knees and then you're gonna bring them to one side, open your arms, and bend your neck to the opposite side of your legs. Breathe in here. I hope that you could create more range of motion throughout your practice, that you could breathe in, that you could link and create a space and explore through your limbs and your limits. I'm gonna leave you here for you to rest. Now you can stretch your legs, make any movement that you feel like doing, and take a deep breath in. And thank you so much for joining me. Keep resting. Bye bye. See you soon.